Hello everyone, welcome back to CodeSkwela, and now I'm gonna give another update for our Postman clone application created with Blazor. And so, yeah, just a quick recap from what we did from our previous update is that we've already initially set up our layout. So now we have this kind of form for our uh, Postman clone. And so as you can see, you have uh, three main sections here. You have the query params, the headers, and the body, which is exactly what we are trying to follow. Uh, just like what we did with, just like what Postman is uh, looks like here. Okay, so now the functionality that I mean that I've implemented now is that we are now able to uh, create or specify query parameters, or when you want to add uh, parameters to your URL. So now you can do that here. So there are two ways for you to do that. So let's say you have like this, you have your URL, and then one way to do that is specify your query parameters by doing this. You have your again your question mark that would start your query parameters, and then you say param1 is equal to val1, and if you hit enter, so that would be uh, the time that it will add it to our query params table here at the bottom on the left side. Okay, as you notice that an entry has been added under our query params table. Okay, so if we keep continuing adding parameters here like so, right, you will notice that every time you hit enter, it will add that entry to our query params table. So yeah, so it acts much like what the Postman application does. But the difference is that with Postman, it adds that entry as you type in its URL box. Let's say you have this like that. You might have noticed that every time you enter or type in the URL box, it will immediately add or update your query params table at the bottom. Okay, so that's a bit complicated, but I just decided to just go for this one, wherein once you hit enter on the keyboard, then it will add that query parameter in entry in our query params table. Okay, so that's one way. The other way would be you can specify directly here. There's an empty row here with two boxes that allows you to enter the key and then the value, okay, or the parameter and its value. Let's say you have param4 and then val4. Then if you click on this checkbox, I mean the check button, then it will add that entry to our table at the bottom. And then notice that it will also get appended or added to our URL here, okay? So that's the other way to add a param or parameter. The other thing that you can also do is remove or delete the parameters here. Okay, so if you click on this delete button here on the left side, then it will remove the that parameter on your URL. So notice that as you click on this remove button, let's say we want to remove this param2, then just click on that, and then that param2 will also be deleted or removed from our URL. Okay, so now whatever you parameters you add via the URL box or via the query params uh, row entry, then it will sync in correctly. Okay, so that's great. So you can also update values here. Let's say you edit the one of the parameter names here, and if you hit enter, okay, I think that I missed that one, but ideally you should also update, or it should also update the value on the URL uh, box here. But yeah, that's something that I will need to add uh, later when, yeah, if you do changes here, then it should also sync in our URL box. But yeah, I think that's mostly the features that I've implemented for this one for now. And I will continue on moving with the rest of the sections here. So moving to the headers or adding headers, and then also adding body or payload to your request. So Yeah, I think we have quite some several features that we are yet to implement, but hopefully I have a chance to go through all of them in the next few days. But for now, this is just an update of the uh, functions that have been implemented for this one. Okay, so yeah, I think that wraps up what I want to discuss for now. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. And I hope to see you soon again in our next episode. Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful day. Bye.